Acid reflux is a very common problem. Today I am going to share my complete guide which is natural to get rid of acid reflux or GERD issues. Hi, I am Dr. Anshul Gupta. I help people make personalized functional medicine plans to reverse their chronic diseases. So acid reflux or GERD is a very common problem. It is estimated that more than 20% of Americans every day suffer from acid reflux symptoms. More and more people are being prescribed medications for acid reflux, whether they are Zantac, Ranitidine, or PPIs like omeprazole or Prilosec. And once they start these medications, they are on these medications for lifelong. But now we know that these medications over the long-term basis can actually harm your body and have several side effects. So what if I tell you there is a natural way of getting rid of acid reflux so that you don't have to take these medications? And this is what we are going to talk about today. But first, let's understand, why are you getting acid reflux problem or GERD problems? So there are different mechanisms which are involved which causes acid reflux. The conventional medicine thinks there is only one way of getting acid reflux, which is your stomach is making more stomach acid, and that's the reason you're getting this acid reflux problem. That's the reason they give you medications to reduce that stomach acid. But why suddenly your stomach is making more stomach acid? Nobody asks this question, or nobody is looking for the answers for this thing. And this is what is more important, because we want to get rid of the root cause of the problem, not just the stomach acid, because actually the stomach acid is good. The stomach acid helps you with the digestion of the food, and if you do not have stomach acid, it leads to other problems of like maldigestion or not able to digest your food, especially proteins. So now let's talk about all the different mechanisms how acid reflux happens. So the number one mechanism that acid reflux happens is because of poor diet. Food plays an important role in causes acid reflux, because of the wrong foods irritates your stomach lining, and that causes your stomach to produce more acid than it should be. So certain foods, which are carbonated beverages, which are like your processed food, fried food, sometimes gluten, dairy, some kinds of foods like some kind of chocolates and caffeinated beverages, all of these foods which we are consuming on the daily basis can actually irritate your stomach lining and cause acid reflux. So this is the number one reason that our poor food choices are causing acid reflux problems. Now let's come to the second number reason. The second number reason that we have is because of maldigestion. So what happens is that sometimes our body is not able to digest all that bad food that we are putting into our body, and putting too much pressure on our digestive system. And what happens? It fails. So this digestive system fails, and it fails to digest that food. Now just imagine the food which you are consuming and sitting in your stomach, and it is not able to digest. So now it is not going down into the second part of your digestive tract, which is your intestines. So this food sits in your stomach and starts rotting, and that actually rotting causes you to have these acid reflux symptoms, or like problems of acid reflux. So that's the second reason. The third reason is stress. Yes, whenever your body gets exposed to stress, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or because you are sick, with any infection, all of these are stressors for your body. What happens when your body goes through stress? Your body shuts down your stomach acid production. That's a natural mechanism that our body has, from an inbuilt kind of mechanism that we have. Whenever our body gets exposed to stress, it shuts off the stomach acid. And that again leads to acid reflux symptoms, because again our body is not able to digest the food properly, and that rots in your stomach. So that's again the third number reason of stress being a very important reason of stomach acid issue. Okay. Now the fourth reason, which is also very important, is poor gut motility. Now just imagine, like your gut, your whole, digestive tract starts from your mouth, goes to your stomach, then goes to your intestine, and then finally, like to your anus or anal canal. Now what happens is that this food has to move from one part to the other. Sometimes some people have poor gut motility, so the food again doesn't move from stomach to the other parts of your gut. And again that leads to this acid reflux, because again food stays longer in your stomach acid in the stomach, and causes again it to start rotting and having you all these symptoms. And then the last reason is low stomach acid. So some people just do not have enough stomach acid. So we know that as your age advances, your ability to produce stomach acid decreases. Sometimes certain infections like H. pylori can also cause your stomach acid not to be produced enough. Sometimes if your nutritional status is not appropriate, that also causes your body not to produce enough stomach acid. So that can also cause to have acid reflux. So now you see, there is totally in contrast of what we were telling, the conventional medicine, that conventional medicine tells us there is too much stomach acid. But now research proves that it is actually the low stomach acid which causes acid reflux problem. So you see, there are so different mechanisms that play a role in causing acid reflux, and the medicine that you're taking doesn't address any of these underlying problems. So now I'm going to share with you a good game plan that you can apply in your life that will help you to get rid of the acid reflux and hopefully able to get you off those medicines too. So the number one thing that you need to do to kind of get rid of acid reflux is focus on your diet. As I told you that there are bad foods which causes acid reflux, so then we have to introduce good foods which help with acid reflux. So certain foods which are bad for your acid reflux, as I shared, that you need to eliminate are caffeinated beverages, carbonated beverages, processed food, fried food, and also you can try to eliminate gluten, dairy and sugars. Okay, then some of the other foods which might be healthy but might not be the best for your acid reflux are tomatoes, citrus fruits, like all those things. Again, you need like oranges and lemon, you might need to eliminate for them some amount of time. Now, which are the good foods to consume? Certain fruits and vegetables are good for your stomach. Like bananas are good for your stomach, like cucumbers are good for your stomach, green leafy vegetables are good for your stomach, gluten-free grains, whole grains are good for your stomach, then dairy-free milk like coconut milk, or almond milk is good for your stomach. So those are the foods which are good for your stomach that you need to consume on the daily basis that will again help you to get rid of the acid reflux. Now I made a separate video about telling you all about the diet for the acid reflux. The link will be in the description, so you can listen to that also. That will definitely help you out with this diet. The second thing that you need to work is stress management. Yes, it is very important. We are living in today's world where we are exposed to stress all the time. So it is very important that you have a regular routine that addresses stress that will definitely help your acid reflux. So that can be very, very simple. Whether it is meditation, whether it is deep breathing, whether it is just relaxing, yoga or exercising, all of those are wonderful ways of kind of helping you decrease this amount of stress that your body get exposed to, or how to deal better with stress. So it's very important that you kind of incorporate this, very important, okay, the stress reduction techniques. The third thing, there are certain supplements which can be helpful for your acid reflux. So the first category of supplements are the ones which kind of helps with your stomach to deal with stomach acid better and makes a coating around your stomach. So the first supplement in that, which is the most useful, is called DGL. This is a special form of licorice, okay, that helps you out to decrease like the acid reflux symptoms. It makes a nice coating in your stomach and protects your stomach from any damage that can happen to it. Okay, so again you can use DGL as a supplement. The second supplement is called zinc carnosine. Okay, now the zinc comes in all different fashions. So you need to get special zinc supplement called zinc carnosine, which is going to help you out again to decrease your symptoms of the acid reflux. The third supplement which can be helpful is slippery elm. Time and again, we have used slippery elm for issues with gut problems. Now the modern technology or the modern research does prove slippery elm is very, very useful for acid reflux symptoms. So definitely that should be another supplement that you should add to your regular routine if you have acid reflux problems. The fourth supplement that you can use is called aloe vera. So aloe vera is a plant which has so much health benefits, but a major health benefit that aloe vera has is especially for gut health, especially for acid reflux reduction symptoms. Okay, now important is that when you go to buy some aloe vera supplement or a drink over the counter, some of them have preservatives actually added into them, or might have some citric acid added to them. So you want to make sure that you get aloe vera, either a juice or like a fresh aloe vera, or a supplement which doesn't have these preservative added to it. So you see, These are the supplements which is going to form a good protective layer around your stomach and going to safeguard your stomach from kind of getting more damage or reduce your acid reflux symptoms. Now the second set of supplements which also will be useful for you will be supplements, especially if you have symptoms of bloating, if you feel that your food sits longer in your stomach, or the food is not digesting well. Okay, so these are the set of supplements which are going to help you out. The first supplement is digestive enzymes. Yes, like as I shared with you, some people digestion is poor and they are not able to digest things. So that's where digestive enzymes could be very, very useful to help digest your food. Okay, so make sure you get good digestive enzymes, and that can help you with this issue. The second thing which can be helpful is something called ginger. Yes, ginger is wonderful for your stomach, can help with digestion, can help with motility, can also help with bloating. So you can do ginger teas, especially just after eating food or along with food. If you cook with ginger, that is good, but ginger teas are also wonderful. That will also going to help you protect your stomach. The third thing that you can do, there is a supplement called iberogast, okay, which again is very, very useful, especially if you have issues with bloated stomach. Okay, so this is going to be very, very useful. Now the next thing that you can do again for acid reflux problems is that if you do have low stomach acid. Now unfortunately there is no perfect way of knowing whether you have low stomach acid or not. So sometimes you have to just give it a hit and trial method. So there are different supplements which are called betaine, which has natural stomach acid, or you can sometimes use apple cider vinegar too to know whether you have stomach acid issues or not. So you can just consume one tablet of betaine when you're having your meal and see how you feel. And if you don't feel anything, maybe you do not have enough stomach acid and that's the reason you need the supplement. But if you're feeling warm sensation, or if you're feeling indigestion problems, or if you're feeling actually more acid reflux symptoms, that means you have good amount of stomach acid, or you have actually more than what you need as a stomach acid. And then do not use betaine or apple cider vinegar, because that is going to do more harm to you. So it's kind of a tricky method of knowing whether you have low stomach acid or not, and that's where this thing might be useful for you. Now the other few things which again could be useful for your stomach acid or acid reflux problems could be, one of them is acupuncture. So acupuncture has good research studies to prove that it can rechannelize your gut health, it can rechannelize your stomach acid problems, and can actually decrease the symptoms of acid reflux. Now the problem with acupuncture is that first of all you need to find a good acupuncturist who is kind of trained into this thing, as well as you have to take at least 4 or 5 sessions before you can see a difference from acupuncture with acid reflux problems. Okay. Now the last thing that you can do, if all of these things do not work, is also what we call as visceral manipulation. So there are certain people who are actually trained into visceral manipulation, because sometimes your anatomy of your gut might not be the best, and they can manipulate your visceral organs or visceral stomach and put them in the right space, and sometimes that also helps with acid reflux, especially if you have issues with acid reflux which is associated with hiatal hernia, or with other issues of gut motility problems. That is the last thing that you can do. So you see, there are so many things that you can do to improve your acid reflux. First, you need to understand that your acid reflux is not because your stomach is suddenly producing more stomach acid. So you need to understand there are other underlying causes which are causing you to produce more, or like have acid reflux problems. Then I shared this game plan with you in a stepwise manner. If you introduce this, then you're definitely going to help improve your acid reflux issues. Okay, I hope you find this video useful. Thank you so much. Bye bye.